NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Richmond.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Cunningham. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
After the run, Smith going to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Richmond. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Richmond. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They go play action here on first down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Off the play fake. Richmond. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That play was well covered, just trying to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
No score after one on EA Sports.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Vikings at 3-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Richmond. He's able to find Melton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Richmond. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And Smith's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
On the set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 16 average, 16 average.
Back to throw, Smith.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Smith.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cunningham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Smith. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready, set. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
On 4th down, Smith.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, Richmond.
This pass complete to Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing on first down, Richmond. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action, Richmond.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They go with Cunningham. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cunningham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run with Cunningham. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they work this out past the 25. How about that? They weather the storm with a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down there, and a pick up the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than in a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away.
And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. To a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
On second down, Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Richmond got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on second down. Richmond with a catch made by Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And it won't be close close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, Richmond. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Looking to throw. Richmond. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Back to throw. Richmond. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21. Vikings 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Check.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late. and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle they go. It's Cunningham. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Cunningham. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The Smith's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Smith. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Richmond. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jacobs going to try the middle. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. From here, it will be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. From the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about it.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Warriors 17.
Smith now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so